What's going on, people? This is Mehul, and right now I'm here going to be talking a little bit about Spurs 1, Liverpool 1. Game itself, do you know what? It was a bit of a game where both teams sort of cancelled each other out. Both teams were quite evenly matched up to each other, and both had periods in the game where they did really dominate. But neither team really kind of took their chance and put each other to the sword, really, and kind of killed it off. From a Liverpool point of view, I felt that we started the game quite well. We got the grips of it, had a few good chances. How did Coutinho miss that chance? It just felt like he should have scored. When the ball came up to him, everyone where I was watching the game pretty much only started celebrating. They thought it was 1-0. How did he do that? But Michel Vaughan, what a save. I tell you what, and he had an amazing game today. He made some incredible saves. But do you know what? He also commanded his area extremely well. The amount of times he was just sprinting out of his area, like the amount of times it looked like Mane was about to get a touch on the ball and draw a foul that will probably take Vorm off the pitch, but every time he kept getting to the ball and clearing it away. But speaking of Sadio Mane, poor, one of our best players on the pitch today. Do you know what? I would actually put him arguably tied man of the match with Matip. From an attacking point of view, Mane has had a great start to his Liverpool career. Just is direct, ruthless, powerful on the ball. Although it did get quite nervy towards the start of the second half, where it seemed like he was sort of treading on that line where you think, do you know what, he's about to get sent off. And we saw during his time at Southampton, he didn't have the most amazing disciplinary record. So you always kind of worried on that aspect. But you know what? It's exciting times to come from him into our team. But once again, we kind of got going, had a goal sort of disallowed in the second half. It was so tight. Such a tight call where easily on another day would have got that goal, been 2-0 up, killed the game off. But Spurs got back into the game. They put a goal away with Danny Rose. I don't know whether questions can be asked for Mignolet on that or not, whether it might be a little bit harsh, but from first view, you just kind of see as to why is he running out there. Looking back, you're like, okay, cool, he's trying to block the shot down, but essentially he kind of should have just stayed big, but instead he kind of turned away. But that is being really, really harsh. He's made some great saves throughout the game. I don't even think that anybody played really, really bad at all. I think it was just a case of two good attacking teams just sort of cancelling each other out. Although if you kind of went to point the finger, to be fair, at someone who didn't play that great, it was Divock Origi. When he kind of came on, ball kind of didn't stick up to him quite well, didn't have the best time with his dribbling, but I'm sure that's just a bit of rustiness for the start of the season, and I'm sure it will kind of wear off. But that guy, the one the question has been, everyone's been sort of dying to ask during that game, where was Daniel Sturridge? Daniel Sturridge. He should have probably come on 10-15 minutes earlier on in that game to try and make a bit more of an effort to win the game. I don't know why he came on so late. I don't know whether Klopp probably might have favoured Origi or whether he thought that, I don't know. Do you know what? I'm perplexed. I would have put Sturridge on a lot earlier, tried to win the game for it. But Origi came on, we conceded 2 minutes later, so we can't really tell on the tactics. But sometimes as a player like Daniel Sturridge, you do not leave on the bench. It's always risky when you've got a player of that calibre, of his goal-scoring ability, just to kind of keep him away. But I want to talk about one of our new signings. Joel Matip made his Premier League debut today, was absolutely brilliant. Commanding, strong, powerful. If that was him sort of having a little bit of a dodgy game, he had a few moments, but I'll tell you what, he's just going to get better and better as he kind of adjusts to this league. He looks like a good buy. I tell you what, he does look like an absolute great buy, and that is a player that we need to be excited for. Klein had a few dodgy moments, but he kind of gives a solid game like he always does. James Milner had a great performance. I think he kind of tired towards the end of the game playing left back, running up and down the pitch, but overall, over the 90 minutes, he did kind of play well in a position where he is quite unfamiliar with. Sometimes it does appear obvious where you think, if we had Alberto Moreno on the pitch, he would reach some of those little through balls, but that's been quite critical of it. Midfield three kind of done fine. I think we still do lack goals from that area. Maybe we missed Emre Can today, just holding the midfield a bit. But I think they do kind of need to add a bit more of a goal threat, especially when potentially our front three aren't firing away. Hendo, Lallana and Wijnaldum do need to kind of come up with a bit more goals and not be afraid to take the shot, because it felt like to me sometimes when they got into shooting positions, they just didn't pull that trigger. They kind of passed it off to someone. But that, I'm sure, can be eradicated on the training field. Overall, it just felt like it feels like a defeat, but it feels like a victory in a way, in a weird way. Like, yeah, I think we deserve to win, but easily Spurs can look like they deserve to win. We should have taken our chances away, but that is the same old question again. Liverpool Football Club need to be a bit more ruthless in front of goal. But do you know what? It's still early in the season. We've had 3 straight away games. We're now kind of going off into the international break. But when we come back, new main stand should be up. We'll start getting our home games at home kind of boxed off. Hopefully taking a few wins from there and potentially picking up a few more wins and moving up the table. But still leading up, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss in our first 3 games, 4 out of 9. Not the most spectacular of starts, but you know what? With Klopp, you kind of got to just see where it will go, because you never know. There's still a long way left to go in the season. But guys, this is Melville. Make sure you kind of subscribe below, like the video if you like what you've seen. Make sure you kind of check me out on all my other social media platforms in the description below. Take care.